This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Marshall's offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Wants to throw on first down. And they're not on the same page there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Right on target this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. On the option. He'll toss it. Jukes his way for more. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. Under fire. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Got it. Come on, set.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Back to throw, it's Proctor. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw on third. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. What a cut. Now he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To throw, it's Swan. Trying to find the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Across the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Marshall quick to the line. The play action fake. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Marshall! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Here's the heat. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 35. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Lawson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Swan. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give is to Smith. Look out, he's got room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Swan. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Gonna sling it on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Snagged in the middle, it's Lawson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Looking for room, it's Keith. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Swan. He's got him this time. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Smith takes the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Wants to throw. It's Swan. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Proctor. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Palmer.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man. It's Roberts. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not... He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the move, it's Roberts. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Dropping back, it's Swan. Dumps it off in the flats. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Dozier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Swan. The screen, he can go. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Pulls and fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They'll go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass, it's Swan. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Grabbed over the middle, it's White. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The throw. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, App State.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Swan. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The snap sets up to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Fair catch called for and made. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Marshall will be forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last. Turned out so they'll decline the penalty. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Scanning the field, it's Proctor. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 11, on to punt it away.
Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the 1st. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Swan. That's caught. It's Lawson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the 1st play of the drive. Catch in the middle, it's White. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Marshall quick to the line.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
Got him downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense brings the blitz. They're trying to affect the timing of the quarterback. He was able to escape, get outside of the pocket, but just not able to connect with his target.
To the air, it's Proctor. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Herd! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. He marched 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Swan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Roberts. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He's looking to throw. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! They've got the lead here in the 4th. When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game, and I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better, but the offense ain't feeling that way. They're feeling really good about putting that drive together when it mattered most and getting the ball in the end zone.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.